Hello, guys, welcome. I know you are struggling with a lot of uncertainties in the economy and the job market right now, especially as a foreigner faced with a lot of visa challenges. Well, today, as an immigrant in the United States, I would like to share my story from being a graduate student to being a data scientist at a global company. And hope the tips in this video will help you out because I'm gonna share my struggles, the challenges that I faced, and how I overcame these challenges. Well, to briefly talk about my background, my name is Caner Ferhatoğlu and I come from Turkey. I earned my bachelor's degree from soil science and agricultural degrees from Turkey. And then I earned a governmental scholarship program for doing a master's degree in the United States. And my journey started in at the University of Georgia for doing an 6-month English course. And then I switched to my master's degree at North Carolina State University. And then after doing that, I came to Iowa State and I got my PhD as well as in soil science. And I started my career in 2023 as a data scientist researcher at a global company for agriculture in Iowa. Well, my initial goals was never getting a job here and staying in the United States. I said, oh yeah, maybe I can stay in the United States if I like the life here. But it was always the cultural experience and mostly having fun with myself. But then it turned into a job desire, getting a job in industry as a computer programmer through the education that I get in the United States. Well, but there was always uncertainties, folks. Job situation was almost never guaranteed for me, never, until the end of my program, like a couple months left, and then for my job as well, for graduate school. Therefore, I want to tell you one thing, okay? That one thing you want to get from this video is that you need to stay calm and true to your goals. These are the key to the success in the United States. Okay? Your goals will clarify what areas you want to work on, and staying calm is going to give you the emotional resilience because there's going to be always uncertainty, okay? Well, to talk about my challenges, I told that I wanted to have a cultural experience here in the United States. But towards the second year of my master's degree, I wanted to get a job in the United States. But I looked at my skill set, and the programming skills was a thing for my area, soil science and agriculture, to be able to get a job as a programmer or a data scientist or software engineer. But I didn't have those skills. And then I decided that how could I do that? Well, I could take courses, but my program was almost ending. I needed to write my thesis, and I couldn't do that. So, and I should also have a valid visa situation in the United States, legal status. I need to keep that. Well, the only option seemed like doing a PhD. And I applied for positions and only got two positions actually lined up, which was really good at the University of Georgia and Iowa State University. But when there was 2-3 months left to the end of my master's program, and I was really actually freaking out that I'm not gonna be able to find a PhD program, and all my friends from this Turkish scholarship program were getting back to home, and I started to be hopeless. But then some opportunities came along, and I had two roles lined up, and I chose Iowa State University. Well, I learned how to program during my PhD. And I also started to look for internships because one of the key things to get a job in the United States in industry is that having networks. Guys, networking is gold, very important. You get that? Therefore, you need to get networking through some collaborative endeavors. People also want to see your work ethics, what it is like to work with you. They want to understand that, okay? And just saying hello to them will not help you out. You gotta put the work, showcase your personality qualities, your problem solving skills, and human skills, how it is to work which you like, you know? Therefore, I started to search for internship opportunities during the second year of my PhD program. And luckily, my major professor at the time invited some industry contacts. Today is my leader at this company, and he came and he gave a talk with his colleague, and I actually showed some interest, but at that time I didn't apply for an internship. But a couple weeks later, sorry, that I reached out to this person on ResearchGate, but he didn't reply to me like for 2 months, 3 months. But then he said that, okay, yeah, we can give you an internship opportunity, but I wasn't using ResearchGate, so I'm just seeing your message. Well, they interviewed me, luckily, 3 times, and after that, again, I was still freaking out. 3 times interview is a new thing, was a new thing for me. Now it seems like a common thing, but it was a new thing for me at the time. And they gave me the opportunity for the internship in the summer of 2022. Sorry, 2021. Okay. Well, I showcased myself, my skill sets, my human skills, my positivity, and they really liked that. I did a great job. And then I got another internship from the same team, same company. And then after my internship, second internship, it was my last year. I was starting my last year at my PhD program, fourth year. They said that we don't have a job for you. I said, the hell? Like, I mean, I did a good job. What's the problem? But later I'm learning that. So that's another tip for you guys. There is sometimes hiring freezes, periods in the companies. Even though they like your work, they may not be able to offer you a position because they don't have the resources. There's hiring freezes. Okay? So be aware of that and stay calm, have the emotional resilience. This is not about your skill set, not about you at all. Okay? If you did a good job, trust the process and continue to seek for opportunities with that company when the freeze ends. So even they recommended that I should look for some jobs at other companies. This even gave me more uncertainties and more the feeling of left behind and not cared for. But then I was, then I understood. Right now I'm understanding why they said that. After looking for some positions, I didn't find a good position for myself. And then, but at a career fair, when there was like 3-4 months left to my PhD program, the end of my PhD program, a co-worker in that same team, the company, reached out to me and, why don't you come see me at this career fair? I have a booth and some job posts, And he showed me the job post and then wanted me to apply, recommended that. And I said, how could I do that? Well, you can just give a call to the leader right now, my leader at the company. And I did that. And he said that he's going to talk to his own boss and then get back to me. And after a couple days, I just got the job, landed that job, even without an interview, which was the best part, because they interviewed me many times. They saw me working many months as through my 2 internship programs, right? So it was really good. So they gave me a lot of happiness. As you can see that nothing is guaranteed, but once you have the goals lined up and have good goals and vision, things will happen naturally. You will find the opportunities that align with you. Therefore, do whatever you do, like go out, Ask questions to yourself, try to understand what you like, what you can do, and expose yourself to different opportunities so that you can understand what you can do, what you would like to do, how you can start your career. And new tools, you can also use them: GitHub Copilot or ChatGPT. Put a diary there about the things you do, and then, because it's a machine learning, it's an AI, it will be data driven, and it will give you data driven suggestions about what you like. Sometimes we miss out on that. We don't take a note of what we like and what our strengths or weaknesses are, right? But if you document those to the chat notes in these applications, then it will be able to give you some good recommendations. So I can highly recommend that, and I'm using that already too. Well, so I told you that networking is very important, resilience is very, very important, and being true to your goals is very important too. So those things actually helped me out and helped me stay in the United States and build my life and career and my social circle. You know, it's not easy as a foreigner to start a life in the United States or in any other countries, because you are foreign to the language, you are foreign to the culture, you are foreign to everything, right? But enjoying the process, staying resilient, and working on your goals is gonna get you there, guys. It's gonna get you there, and it's gonna be rewarding, okay? Nothing is easy in this life, but everything becomes easy when you have clear goals in your mind. Try to find those, okay? All right. Well, the learning a lot of things. What is important to getting a job or getting or success in your goals as a foreigner in a foreign land, um, is not enough, because once you get a job, once I got a job as a data scientist, I saw that my education was not nearly enough for surviving. I needed to develop social skills, how to survive and how to communicate with people in industry. What skills I need to learn and to survive in industry, okay? I'm still learning a lot of new skills every day, and I'm really enjoying this process, okay? Being a lifelong learner is a great skill and great virtue as well, okay? Well, I would like to say best wishes to y'all who is struggling with uncertainties in the United States because of this job market and immigration uncertainties or challenges. I would like to say best wishes to you guys, okay? We're gonna accomplish, we're gonna be successful people and reach our goals, all right? I'm gonna be sharing, okay, stay tuned. I'm gonna be sharing more stuff about personal development and my journey, and hope to shed some light to your way as well. All right? Take care. Have a great day.